Hi, welcome back to school. This will be your first math lesson of the semester. So I hope you had a great summer and let's get started. This will be lesson 1.1. Getting there? Okay. So I'm going to minimize myself so that we can see the full screen and you'll hear me talking. So we're going to be doing lesson 1.1, adding integers with the same sign. So we are going to be working on standard at the bottom here, 7NS1, apply and extend, previous understanding of addition and subtraction to add and subtract, wait for that bar to go away, rational numbers representing, as soon as I put my little cursor there, it goes on. Representing addition and subtraction on a horizontal or vertical number line diagram. And if that confuses you, don't worry. Basically, you're going to be talking about I can add integers using a number line, and I can add integers with the same sign. So let's go on from there and talk about some definitions. What is an integer? Anybody remember from last year, we talked about integers. What were they? Did you say a positive whole number or a negative whole number? Integers are the numbers on the number line, but not the in-between numbers on the number line. So for example, here is a number line, and remember a number line can go forever in either direction. So we could have it going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way to 1 million, 2 million, 3 billion, 4 billion. It goes on forever and ever. It does the same on the left. -1, -2, -3, -4. Sorry for that bar at the bottom. -5, -6, -7. It continues to go on. But integers are not the numbers in between. So -2 would be an integer. 2 would be an integer. But for example, 3.5, that's what that mark looks like. That point might be about 3.5. That is not an integer because it's not a whole number. Keep that in mind. Okay, it's your turn to answer a couple questions about integers. Go ahead, I'll see you back in a moment. Did you get it right? Okay, good. Let's go on. Integers on the number line. So here's a number line. This one's a little bit bigger. This one goes to 10 or -10. And by the way, 0 is neutral. 0 is not positive. 0 is not negative. Positive numbers go to the right. Negative numbers go to the left. So let's think about this. Positive numbers get larger as you get farther from 0. So if this is my 0 and I want to go farther from 0, so let's say I pick 2 right here. Here's 2. It's supposed to be an arrow. Undo, it's going the wrong direction. Here we go. Okay, let's say I pick 2. That's pretty close to 0, wouldn't you say? But then if I go over here and I pick 6, that's farther from 0. So the distance from 0 to 6 is farther than the distance from 0 to 2. Notice that. So we would say that 6 is larger because it's farther from 0. You can imagine if you were really, really, really far from 0, like 1 million, that number would be way bigger than 2. Okay, what about negative numbers? What happens with those? Negative numbers get smaller as you get farther from 0. So let's think about that. So let's say we are at negative 2. Okay, that's pretty close to 0, only it's on the other side of 0, right? And let's try negative 10 here. So which number is smaller? Negative 10 is smaller, right? Because it's farther from 0. Let's take a look. So negative 2 goes this far, and negative 10 goes all the way here from 0. So negative 10 is smaller, just the opposite of the positive side. Another way to think of it is to say, okay, would I rather be playing outside when it's negative 2 degrees or when it's negative 10 degrees, right? Because negative 2 is a little bit warmer and negative 10 is colder, right? So negative 10 is farther from 0, the numbers are getting smaller, or the temperature is getting colder, another way of looking at it. Okay, let's look at it a little bit more. Number lines can be vertical as well. Have you ever thought about the fact that you can turn a number line up and down? Have you ever seen a thermometer? There's a thermometer. That is a vertical number line, isn't it? You've got the positives going up and you got the negatives coming down, and you've got your 0 here, you've got your 0 right here, right? So yes, you can have a number line that is up and down. Let's take a look at one. Thermometer is a vertical number line. Here, we'll put a number line next to it here. This is a different number line, right? This has got different numbers. I went by 5 so that I could get bigger numbers on our screen. 5, 10, 15, 20, these are the positives. Negative 5, negative 10, negative 15, negative 20, those are the negatives. Positives go up, negatives go down. So you can use temperature to think of which numbers are greater and which are less, just like we were talking about. So think about this. Which is a greater number? Is positive 5 or positive 20 a greater number? Exactly, you should have said positive 20, right? And which is a greater temperature? Negative 5 or negative 20? Which temperature is warmer, so to speak? Don't get tricked. Exactly, it's negative 5, right? Because that's a warmer temperature. It's closer to the 0, so it's a larger number. Okay, move on. Oops, there's the answer. Let me go back one. Now you saw it, see if you remember it. Okay. Okay, if the temperature is negative 5 degrees Fahrenheit and the temperature drops 2 degrees, so we're at negative 5 here, and the temperature is dropping 2 degrees. What is the new temperature? If it drops, the temperature is going to go down. So my new temperature is negative 7 degrees, right? Dropping temperature, temperature goes down. And you can say the temperature is said to be 7 degrees below 0. Okay, it's your turn to give that a try, and we'll see you back in a moment. Did you get it right? Okay, good. Move on. Move myself out here again. Okay, adding positive numbers on a number line. So what is 6 plus 3? Sure, everybody's going to know that. Here's our number line. There's 6, right? Positive 6 plus 3 more. Now, we go from 3 more. We go from the point we stopped at. We stopped at the 6, and we have to go 1, 2, 3 more units to the right to add 3 more, right? We're adding 3 plus 3. So what do we end on? What number are we ending on? Right there, right? We're ending on 9. So 6 plus 3 equals 9. And I know you could do that one in your head, but I wanted you to see it on a number line. 6 plus 3 equals 9. And I'm using blue for positive numbers. Eventually, they're all going to be the same color, black, but I want you to just get used to seeing them in the positive or the negative direction. Try another one. What does 2 plus 6 equal? We're going to show it on the number line. So let's put our number line back. So there's 2. We're going to add 6 more. So again, when we add our 6, we're going to start at where the 2 left off. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And where we land is going to be our answer, correct? That's why we're going to land on 8. So 2 plus positive 6 equals, we landed on 8. 2 plus 6 equals 8. So that's how we show adding positive numbers on the number line. Let's try a few more. Now we're going to be adding negative numbers on the number line. So we have a negative 6 plus a negative 3. There's our number line. Which direction am I going to be going with my arrow this time? We have to go negative 6. So whenever we go in the negative direction, we have to go left, right? So this time we have negative 6. Now remember, when we add negative 3, we're still going in the left direction. We're going to start where we left off, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3 more to the left. See how that comes out? Negative 6 plus negative 3 equals, what's the answer? Negative 9. So we went farther from 0 when we added 2 negatives. So negative 6 plus negative 3 equals negative 9. Try another pair of negative numbers and add those on the number line. Negative 2 plus negative 6. There's our number line. So first we have to show negative 2. Which direction is our arrow going to go? Left or right? It's negative. Exactly. It's going to go left. Two spots. We're going to land on the negative 2. And then remember, for negative 6, we're still going left. We have to go 6 more units from the tip of our arrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's show that with our arrow. Negative 2 plus negative 6. What does it equal? Exactly, negative 8. So negative 2 plus negative 6 equals negative 8. Let's try another one. Negative 5 plus negative 4. There's our number line. Which direction are we going to be going? Exactly, we're going left, the negative direction. So negative 5 plus negative 4 more. Exactly, we are now on negative 9. So negative 4, or negative 5 plus negative 4 equals negative 9. Here's a point to ponder. If you choose 2 negative integers, will the sum of those integers be less than or greater than either integer? And then why? So if you choose 2 negative integers, so let's choose negative 2 And let's choose negative, let's try 10. Right? We've chosen two negative integers, and we're going to sum them. We're going to add them together. And what are we going to get? Negative 2 plus negative 10 is going to give us negative 12, right? Now, will the sum up here be less than or greater than the two integers, negative 2 and negative 10? So what we're asking is negative 2 bigger or is negative 12 bigger? Right, negative 2 is bigger. Negative 2 is greater than negative 12. What about negative 10? Is that greater than or less than negative 12? Right, it's still closer to 0, so negative 10 is greater than negative 12. So the sum of any two negative integers will always be greater, will always be less, so we got to think about that. The sum will always be less than either of the integers. So negative 12 will always be less than negative 2 and negative 10. Why? The sum will always be less than either negative integer because when you add two negative numbers, you are moving farther away from 0 and the numbers are getting smaller. So here's our number line, just a rough number line there. This is going to be 0 in the middle. So if you're adding a negative, what do we have? Negative 2, and we'll just make one over here, negative 10. Our answer was negative 12, farther from 0, right here. Oops, why that did that? Negative 12, somewhere over there. So you can notice that negative 12 is farther from 0 than either negative 2 or negative 10. So the answer, the sum of two negatives will always be farther away from 0. Okay? So let's add some numbers on the number line without the number line to help us. So what is negative 8 plus negative 1? If you can visualize that in your mind. Did you get the answer? Negative 9. Very good. Okay, try another one. What is negative 3 plus negative 7? Visualize on the number line going to the left. And then, so you go 3 to the left, and you're going 7 more to the left. Exactly, you will be on negative 10. Excellent. Okay, try another one. Getting a little harder now. 60 plus positive 20. And by the way, this positive sign here, that positive sign is optional. If you don't see the positive sign, it still means positive 20. Just putting it in there for us. So 60 plus 20 is 80. Right? Okay. And now a little bit harder. Negative 48 plus negative 12. How do I figure that one out? Negative 48 plus negative 12. Well, I'm going 48 left, and then I'm going 12 more left on the number line. So yes, we have to add those together, and we should get negative 60. Did you get that? You did, great job. Think of each negative number as a debt that you might owe someone money. So anytime you see a negative sign in front of a number, think of it as owing someone money. So for example, in the first problem, you owe person A negative $8 or $8, and you owe person B $1. What is the total amount you're going to owe in debt to somebody else, right? Debts are represented as your negative. So you would owe them $9. So you put the negative sign in front of that. That's where you're getting the negative 9. Sometimes thinking of it in terms of money can help you. Okay, let's think a little bit higher. Okay, focus on our higher order thinking. Choose which integer will make each equation true. So you've got a choice of 2, 5, 7, -3, -5, -7. Here we go. First one. What two numbers above, 2, 5, 7, -3, -5, -8, is going to make that equation below true, so that you have an answer of -12. What can we put in those blanks? Come up with it? -3 plus -9, right? -3 plus -9 is like you owing somebody $3 and owing somebody else $9. Altogether, you have owing somebody $12, so it's negative. Try another one. What two numbers can I put there to get to 7? An answer of 7. That one should be easy. Did you say 2 plus 5? 2 plus 5 equals 7. Good. How about this one? 3 numbers this time. What 3 numbers above can you put on the blanks to get to a -17? What you think about that one for a second? Pause the video if you need to. Come up with it. Take a look. If I put a -3 there, now what? Exactly. -3 plus -5 plus -9 should give you -17. That's like owing 3 people money, isn't it? Okay, great job. Now it's your turn. Give it a try. See you back in a minute. Okay, we're back, and now we're to our homework time. So without a calculator, page 10, I want you to do numbers 3 through number 16, and then page 11, I want you to do number 20. And then a bonus, 5 points extra credit if you can do number 22, A, B, and C. You won't be penalized if you get it wrong, but you can get 5 bonus points if you get it correct. So give that one a try as well. And I'm going to stop sharing, and we will see you in the next lesson. So have a great day. Bye.